Hello, everybody. What a catastrophic day for the VTubing scene. We have a lot to cover. I feel like I say that every stream, but today especially, I woke up and the whole world was burning. Well, my whole world is the VTubing world, so yeah. This guy actually went on his burner account. That's hilarious. All right. Let me just pull up my slides. Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm gonna start slow so people have time to come in, you know, for the main segment. But basically, we have a few things on the menu today. Yesterday, FalseID, which is another, well, not another, I'm not really a news channel, which is a news VTuber channel, things VTubers say, dropped an exclusive story. And when I watched that video, the things he said in it was so shocking that I didn't totally absorb the shock right away. It went gradually. I watched the video, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized how outrageous that was. This is... Yeah, thank you guys. I have a new background. So welcome to my humble abode. Yeah, this is a PowerPoint presentation dream. It is. I always do slides. I'm a little bit of a scuff stream, but I do try to at least give you guys some visuals. We'll eventually get overlays. I ran out of budget for the rest of this stream, so this is what we got so far. And first of all, before we start, I'd like to thank Joe Cool and Ali Graza for all the gifted memberships. Seriously, thank you so much. We've reached a new record in membership, so I'd like to thank you guys. I'd like to thank you guys for all the support so far. Thank you. Yeah, this is my stable back there. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like it. It's pretty cozy. So FalseID was hinting at this story for a while now. He was saying that he had something to drop in April, and he was waiting for some NDAs to expire. Now, the first thing I'll say is that I'm surprised that Nijisanji NDAs do have an expiry date, because usually they even survive the dissolution of the contract, even though that's kind of a debatable thing, right? If a company does dissolve, they won't really sue you, so it's kind of like there to be there. So he actually talks about in his video how of an experience at Weebcon where he had a cardboard copy, and his cardboard copy got moved right next to the Nijisanji cardboard copies. And so a fan sent him that picture, and he tweeted that saying, "Did I walk into the wrong neighborhood?" And apparently what happened beyond, and after that, shortly after FalseID removed the tweet, why, we didn't know back then. But now FalseID has revealed that he was asked by the organizers of Weebcon to remove this tweet because they were receiving threats from Nijisanji to pull out of their event next year. Well, actually, I feel like he said that in the video. We're gonna rewatch the video because I've only seen it once. And it was said, they told him that if he didn't remove the tweet, that Weebcon wouldn't be getting any Japanese VAs next year. And that's awful. I'll tell you why it is. As consumers, you're paying with your hard work earned money to go see these shows and to support these companies, and you're allowed a certain degree of transparency. You should not be threatened by some backroom corporate politics and have some of the talents that you paid to go for not go to the show. This is just so counterintuitive for the VTubing scene. It's impeding its growth, and it's made me realize that perhaps we need a huge shakeup in the VTubing community, and we need to be more careful about which organizations we choose to support, because some of them clearly don't have the best interest of the scene and the growth in mind. And you know, we live in a capitalist society, and I understand you know, competition and healthy competition, but this to me goes beyond that, and it's a little dirty. It's a dirty way to play. And a lot of people, I've seen this argument going around, some people are saying, oh, Nijisanji, they don't have the pull you guys think they do. These are empty threats. Whether these are empty threats or not, and we'll see with another drama that happened today, they need to be respected. There is a reasonable doubt that they could carry out these threats. Nijisanji is a big company in Japan. It's huge. It's as big as Hololive, if not more sometimes. Like, I have a friend that lives in Japan, and she said that a lot of people prefer Niji over Hololive over there. So it's not just a small company, it's a mogul that's telling this little con, like a grassroots project, that they're gonna try to block. And you know, it doesn't take much. In business, you want to keep as many doors open as you want. So if Weebcon has the choice between asking somebody to remove a tweet and have a bunch of doors potentially closed, what do you think they would choose? Yeah, you threatened, exactly, Mr. Joe. You threatened somebody with an outcome. It doesn't matter whether this threat would have ended up being you know, carried out or not. It's the fact that you threatened somebody, which is a big no-no. And you know, we have some unspoken rules here. We do have a code of honor amongst thieves, and one of them Nijisanji already breached, and it's to the copyright strike on those YouTube channels. First FalseID got some, then Kyo got some, and that's something that you just never do on YouTube. It's the golden rule. No matter what people say, you cannot use copyright strike because you don't like the content or something that somebody's saying. So now I have so many questions. We're gonna look over the clip again. But the problem for me is, that means I wonder whose this direction came from. Who told whichever rep to talk to Weebcon and tell them to take down that post? Does it come from Niji En? Does it come from higher? And if it does come from Nijisanji En, which would be the most plausible cause, who's that trigger happy in there? And that's really worrisome. We are being watched on our social media. We are being watched on our Twitter. And why take down the tweet of a third party? It's a joke. It's not something that's directly impeding in your business. You can't prove any loss there. It was just that petty. So Let's watch the video now. Oh, this is the screenshot between the Weebcon organizer and FalseID. It says, "Hey False, I wanted to relay some dumb politics to you." So the way the Weebcon rep is talking here, he doesn't even want to do this. He thinks it's silly, and I respect them for dropping Nijisanji the year after. Weebcon is asking if you could possibly remove the post about being in the wrong neighborhood with the Niji cast in the back. We don't care about any of that, but I guess they're threatening Weebcon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese VAs and stuff next year if it's not taken down and stuff. It's up to you in the end, but they wanted to ask if that was possible and apologize for the annoying politics Niji is bringing to the event with this. They are working on cutting ties to Niji so they won't be involved in 2024 again. So sorry for being the middleman to give you this request. Weebcon say it's all up to you. It could be possible empty threat, but that could hurt the convention a ton next year if it's not. There you go. He even answers that in there. Thank you for the membership, Charlie. They're gonna take False out. If we're being watched, then we'll give them a hell of a show. Maybe if they're smart, they'll learn something about how to put one on. True. What do you mean no preview? We'll show the... Wait. Oh, my bad. My slides aren't working. Sec. Thanks for letting me know. Oh no, it's scuffed again. My bad, my bad. There we go. It was the same background, so I didn't notice. My bad. There we go. Here's the screenshot. I can't even make myself smaller. I'm that humble. I was recording, that's why it was well, like it was big. It was big Rima. Sorry, whoopsie. Hee hee. Okay. Anyway, he's like, also, I know you're going on vacation. I hope you have a very enjoyable vacation. False replies, I just woke up and saw your message here. Thank you for reaching out. Oh, no troubles at all. We think it's BS that something as harmless as a little joke would cause. And yeah, I think we can finish this pod. No, I don't wear glasses. Dude, I have really good eyes. Quick, sit there and look pretty. Will distract us. I am. Alright, so this is the video. We can take a look at this.
It was a threat. That is, today we turn back to VTuber agency Nijisanji, alongside Texas Anime Convention Weebcon, and also included in this top story is myself. Turning back 1 year ago, when Nijisanji had struck not 1, not 2, but 10 of the videos on our YouTube channel. Those
I mean, it's definitely... What you guys are saying? It seems that Niji is just scared of criticism and cannot accept any form of jokes. Yeah, it feels that way too, but it feels like somebody at Niji EN is intensely trigger happy and is taking things personal on behalf of the company. That's what I'm assuming. I'm wondering if it comes from a higher up or somebody in EN, but whoever did this is giving the company an extremely bad look, and they've repeatedly made those mistakes. And honestly, I think this is very detrimental to the livers that are working at Nijisanji for the image of the company. As you guys know, being a content creator is all about optics. It's all about reputation. And right now, the reputation is in the gutter. The livers are trying to build it back up, and it's just not happening because there's just scandal after scandal. Volume downs on the vid, man, it's so loud for me. No, it's maximum.
It was a threat.
The volume is down? Oh, it's loud. It's loud. It's too loud. Okay. It's too loud?
Threat. That is, today we turn back to VTuber agency Nijisanji, alongside Texas anime convention Weebcon, and also included in this top story is myself. Turning back 1 year ago, when Nijisanji had struck not 1, not 2, but 10 of the videos on our YouTube channel, those strikes later overturned. But as it turns out, that was not the end of Nijisanji targeting us, as weeks later I would virtually be attending a panel at Weebcon. This also being a convention that Nijisanji English's Aluna group was virtually attending. And as with numerous other VTubers at this event,
we were watching a really... Okay, I know why. I had boosted the browser sound in my Streamlabs because we're watching a really quiet video the other day.
Numerous convention guests taking the opportunity to borrow these VTuber standees and place them around the convention, leading to this photo that was sent to me.
That's the tweet.
My standee prominently placed in front of the Aluna group, that then leading me to post that picture on Twitter, alongside the caption of, "I came to the wrong neighborhood." This actually being a scheduled tweet, as I had just arrived in Tokyo, Japan. 7 hours after that tweet was posted out, I then would receive this message. This by way of my third-party contact with Weebcon, alerting me on April 12th of 2023, saying, "Hey, False, I wanted to relay some dumb politics to you. Weebcon is asking if you could possibly remove the post about being in the wrong neighborhood with the Niji cast in the back. We don't care about any of that, but I guess they are threatening Weebcon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese voice actors and stuff next year if it's not taken down and stuff. It's up to you in the end, but they wanted to ask if that was possible and apologize for the annoying politics Niji is bringing to the event with this. They are working on cutting ties to Niji so they won't be involved in 2024. Again, so sorry for being the middleman to give you this request."
For me, it's really the refusal from Nijisanji to play by our rules and to just be cooperative and even try to understand our culture a little bit. It just feels like they don't care. They don't care. They don't want to play ball. That's how it feels like to me. They just don't want to play ball. And it's extremely frustrating to have to work. And they're such a big, prominent part of the industry. It's exhausting to have such a stubborn business partner. My props to whoever's working with them. Oh God, holy! Sakura Zoku gifted 50 memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sakura. Why is Fuwamoco under fire? That's gonna be our next topic. Thank you so much, man. Giga Chad. Giga Chad. Yeah, they're coming off very arrogant too.
It could be a possible empty threat, but that could hurt the convention a ton next year if it's not. I would then go on to immediately delete that tweet, my contact further replying, "Thanks a ton, False. They will be happy. We all know how annoying Niji is, and that's why Weebcon is done with them after all this." Lastly stating, "Oh, no troubles at all. We think it's BS that something as harmless as a little joke could cause an issue." So once again, in review, this being a confirmation that Nijisanji had been viewing my social media and even going so far as to target it, applying pressure to a third party, and even going so far as to threaten their way of business. As once again, this third party contact had stated,
"We do need a chat emote added. That's a great idea." They probably see themselves as an idol company and think that means they need to be cutthroat. You mean like the K-pop idol companies? Like, IG and all of that? Maybe. Thank you for the membership. Welcome back to the cute squad. Welcome back to the cute squad.
They are threatening WeebCon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese voice actors and stuff next year. This contact further confirming they are working on cutting ties to Niji so they won't be involved in 2024. And also, that's why WeebCon is done with them after all this. And as earlier stated, WeebCon did not invite Nijisanji to their 2024 convention. Now simply leaving myself to inform our third-party contact that we would now be running this story. That communication sent weeks ago. And hopefully now answering some questions that viewers and users may have been asking regarding some of my activity on Twitter these past 2 months. As with the knowledge that Nijisanji is actively viewing and targeting my social media, that has been from time to time influencing what I am tweeting, what I am retweeting, and perhaps who I am responding to. This all as
is that why?
Will be attending Anime Impulse.
Wait, is False ID playing mind games with them? He's playing 5D chess right now. What I'm curious about is Niji has the power to force GPVAs not to attend this event. We don't know if it's empty threats or not, but let's say, for example, okay, companies like Nijisanji usually hire a few people on payroll, for example, artists. So this large artist you might see on Twitter, they're taking commissions for a certain price, but Nijisanji is putting them on a payroll because they give them a lot of work, so they get their work as on a discount. But that also means that the artist, I mean, they got like 80% of their year booked with Nijisanji. If Nijisanji tells them, I don't want you to work with that client, and if you work with that client, I'm gonna work with another artist, what would you do? You're gonna take that one opportunity over the client that's giving you 10 gigs per year. So it's by leveraging that kind of stuff that they could pull some strings. And yeah, the other question is which NDA ran out? It has to be the one with VoipCon, right? Because I've done a couple dealing with agencies, not a lot, but every single time there is a money exchange, there's always a contract that goes with it. Wait, more gifts? Sakura Zoku, thank you so much. Did you put your PFP as mine? Hey, copycat. Thank you so much for the 50 giga chat. Thank you so much. We're actually... I think we have a new record. We have a new record in members. I'm pretty sure. I'm bad at math, but I'm pretty certain that we have reached new heights. So thank you so much. Oh my god, it's Shiori! Shiori's in the chat! These Niji sisters, my god, they always attack so many people. Nijisanji is now also desperate with its threats. Even WeebCon had enough of Niji. Also, Rima False always thinks ahead. He's very smart. Yeah, he's very smart. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. He did tell me to watch what I was tweeting, and I guess that's why. It all makes sense now. It's all coming back full circle. What else did I wanted to do? Regarding your super chat, sometimes I think that every day I have a different opinion on Nijisanji. Sometimes I think it's not the company that's toxic, it's the fans. And then days like today's, I am reminded why I think it's the company that's toxic and also the fans. Probably not all of them. Some of them, you know, might not be on Twitter. They might not be partaking in online harassment, etc. But I think both parties are becoming as toxic, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know it's a fan account. They were in Legal Mindset stream yesterday and we were memeing about, oh my god, Shiori! That's why I said it like that. Okay, let's carry on with this.
Their Seattle event upcoming in May, but at this time only inviting their male VTubers from Nijisanji English. These tickets having now been on sale for weeks, but with only Venta Crowbringer selling out. This all while Anime Impulse has been expanding out the relationship with Hololive, inviting the Holostars English boys, with all of their meet and greets immediately selling out. It's possibly being due to
Wait. I didn't realize that. That's so funny. False is actually flaming Niji with that one. Putting Holostars side by side, saying they sold out and being like, oh, Nijisanji, they only sold out one guy. Okay, I forgot to tweet that I was live. One sec. Forgot to announce in my server too. Whoopsie! Actually wrecked.
Difference in the amount of tickets between the two groups. Anime Impulse originally limiting 2 tickets per liver, and then raising that further to 3 for Nijisanji English. This all in the wake of the Nijisanji English AR Live Colors event, and as further evidenced here, also highly...
So, Parrot actually showed me this. This is a graph that comes from 4chan, because 4chan has all the sleuth or the people that will like super tunnel vision on one information and go digging. And here I'm hiding the last graph, but I'm gonna explain this. This is actually the showtime of every liver on the AR Live concert. And look at Rosemi's showtime compared to Ike, Evelyn, or one of the guys. Like, this is the guy's showtime, this is the girl's showtime. They've been barely in the concert, and Rosemi especially has been hit. Oh, what's going on? More gifted? Demon Sealy! Demon Sealy, what are you doing? Thank you so much for the gifted. Oh my god, are we gonna reach 1,000 memberships? That's... Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. One more thing I want to clarify on stream right here and now. We are friend group and it was roleplay fun. Our names are not close to impersonate. Holo members cannot use their main to super subs anyway. Yeah, no worries. Wait, they can't use their names to super chat? I didn't know that. No, your name is obviously Mimi. I mean, I got that part. I hope everybody else gets it. And that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if you guys were friend groups, because yesterday's like super chat attacks were definitely coordinated. I was onto you guys. I knew it. I figured it out. I'm also big brain, you know? Sometimes. Thank you all the chats in the chat for all the gifted. Seriously. So I was having this discussion with Parrot yesterday, and that's good. I'm gonna roleplay us. I was like, Parrot, what do you think Rosemi has such little screen time? Is it because she's less popular? Is it because you know, she has less subs or something? He's like, no, Rima, it's because most of her singing was with Pomu, and apparently, okay, this is a rat, full transparency, and apparently because Pomu left, they cut down so much of her screen time, she barely got shown in the concert. Mr. Joe with the 1 gifted, thank you so much. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Maidman had a Bibu fan with a... That's probably Shiori's friend. The Shiori that's in the chat right now. Yeah, it's probably them. I'm not group with anyone, just like to send support. Thank you, Demon Sealy. I really appreciate it. Are you a Genshin Impact fan?
favoring the male VTubers in Nijisanji English. Users totaling the total amount of
the
time each
rats.
member was on screen for this particular event. Every last one of the male VTubers, doubling the screen time of that of the female members of Nijisanji English. As moving on now to this past weekend, we had the virtual Rhapsody.
I mean, seriously, most of the things that happen with most of the problems and the plights that people have against Nijisanji for the AR live concert could have been avoided if they had released the AR live in time. Even if it was postponed by a couple months, but a year and a half late, that is extremely long. Now, I don't think... I think the concert was still enjoyable to the fans. And I think if you're a Nijisanji fan, you still probably liked it. Baka Nikujaga, it could be the removal of either Pomu or Selen. New rat! Pomu or Selen, it's developing. Oh, I see, Demon, I see, thank you. At this point, Parrot needs to put his HoloFest video on hold for yet another Niji rat compilation. I think Parrot is so done with Niji videos after this one. Jack Messer learned about you thanks to a Parrot stream, found you cute and entertaining as hell, so decided to pop off today. First super! Wow! Thank you so much for your first super chat. Thank you so much. I really like... I don't know why Parrot gives me energy. As soon as he jumps into the stream or jump into the call, I am immediately invigorated. However, I remember there is a clip where Pippa joined Hololive member Fauna's membership. Looks like phase rules are less strict since they are smaller. Oh, so... Wait, but do they... So if Fuwamoco wants to... If Shiori Novella wants to super chat somebody or wants to join another VTuber membership, she'd have to do it on an alt account, or they're just not allowed to do that? All right, so after that, FalseID being a Giga Chad, today he reposted back his tweet because now he's no longer silenced. So False waited a full year to break this story because he didn't want Weebcon, to suffer. And he just waited till everybody that would be affected by this leak, you know, wouldn't be anymore. And now that he can talk about it, he can now repost this tweet. So based. Oh, they have to use an alt account? I see. Next on the menu, Fuwamoco Under Fire. That's just crazy to me to think that these two sweet doggos would actually have people sending them mean message. That's crazy. I just didn't believe it. Parrot's energy is infectious. Man has a Colombian contact high. Man seems like he's been putting some extra white powder in his protein shakes. I promise you, Parrot is sober. He's actually a pretty healthy dude. Probably healthier than most of us. He's healthier than me, that's for sure. Yeah, they're hard-working puppies. Bow bow. In my channel, fun fact, when I first started doing video essays, a lot of my goodbyes for my few first videos, I would end my videos with bow bow, and people would reply bow bow in the chat. I need to remake my video on them. Some of my first videos back then, there just wasn't much that came out about the Fuwamoco twins back then, so the videos, like, if there's not a lot of substance in it, it's a little superficial. I would redo that video and make it better. Same with the Shiori one too. Just to clarify then, certain agencies will allow you to sub and super on your main. Hololive doesn't allow it. Matsuri is one case she uses her alt. Oh, Matsuri. I see. Thank you. Thank you for the extra info. I appreciate that, Shiori. Novelite Knight. I don't know, man. Have you guys seen those clips where somebody sends them a weird super chat and they're like, ew, why would you say that? No. And they're so adorable. I don't get it. Are they from VTuber? No, they're from Hololive, Jane. They're from Hololive. They're a very popular twin duo. And so what is happening is that Fuwamoco, I believe they're Canadian. Are they half Canadian Japanese? Can somebody confirm that? That's what I heard. So they moved to Japan. And while in Japan, they've been collaborating, of course, with a lot of other Japanese Hololive VTubers. Because when you're in the same country as where your company's based, you get a lot more opportunities as well. You get to participate to the concert, you have access to the studios, you have access to it's like a kitchen where you can do cooking shows and stuff. Like Mori Calliope did that with Hachama there. And it's a little bit better for privacy and security. But it's also easier to do offline collabs with a lot of other VTubers. But it just really facilitates collabs with people that live there because also you're on the same time zone. An original name, XXS33. So apparently a friend of a cousin's ex-wife nephew who claimed to work for the CIA said that apparently aliens visited Earth and wanted to wipe out humanity until they saw a Fuwamoco stream and decided to let us live. Oh, what a wonderful super chat. I love this. Yeah, thank you. Fuwamoco will definitely save the Earth and they will save us from aliens. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart. Okay, so basically, TLDR, end of the story, is that because Fuwamoco's been doing a lot of stream in Japan, and because they have to speak Japanese to the people they're collabing with, because most of them are native Japanese, they are getting a lot of flack from EN fans who are feeling possessive, parasocial, or just entitled to Fuwamoco's time. They feel like Fuwamoco is neglecting them. And I'm reticent to call these people fans. I feel like they're grifters. It's like the people that complain about ads in my comment section. I'm like, yeah, you're not a fan, you're just a grifter. Or like they complain about sponsors in my comment section. You're not my real fan. You're just a grifter, because if you were my real fan, you wouldn't mind just skipping the sponsor and being happy that, you know, I can run this channel. And this is what I feel, how I feel about a lot of like entitled people that call themselves fans. Michael David, thank you so much for the membership. Thank you so much. Some people have been saying that they're like Niji's Niji sisters in disguise. I don't know. You know, it's kind. You guys, it's they're mostly rioting on anonymous forum boards, and in those forum boards, whenever a thread pops off, there's a lot of like drive-by ship posters or just people that take a certain kind of gleeful joy in stirring the pot even more, or, you know, fueling the fire even more. So even if they don't, if it's those kind of trolls, let's say they see a hatred on Fuwamoco, they'll jump in and try to add to it. So that there's also a lot of that happens on the anonymous forum boards. I don't know what's the psychology behind it. Maybe I'll study it one day, because that's crazy. Twins are excellent doujin material, a treasure trove. I agree, Kuwasa. And as you guys know, we do have a lot of Fuwamoco fan art and Not Safe for Work fan art in our Discord server. So yeah, bless our eyes. Bless our eyes. Those are the Niji sisters that infiltrated 4chan. It's also been happening on the other anonymous board that the VTubing community doesn't like it when I say its name out loud. But you guys can probably guess. Apparently, the Nijisanji forum board, was it Rentry? I don't remember. The ones where they mostly hung out got shut down, so they're migrating to other places. So that's why people are saying it's mostly them. Wait a minute. But you know what else is awesome? Alec Raza with the 50 gifted membership subs. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. You guys are gonna turn the whole world into a Rima sub, whether they like it or not. Thank you so much. Thank you again for all the support, guys. I can kind of understand EN fans being a bit upset about EN not streaming in English and not being able to enjoy the stream, but going after them is way too far. I agree. If they're mostly speaking in Japanese, and I mean, I get that it sucks. Some people are like, well, we really wanted you guys to represent EN, so it sucks. But I have a feeling that right now, Fuwamoco, they're just trying to network, and they're trying to, you know, spread their connection as much as they can. It's important to their growth, and I am certain that they will go back to doing full English streams. They also, like, they don't just speak Japanese the whole time. Sometimes they'll throw some English words out there, because they're not completely fluent in Japanese either. I'm pretty sure they speak like a broken Japanese. I don't understand Japanese, so I can't confirm, but that's what it seems like. So for now, unfortunately, you know, for me it doesn't change much, because you know, I don't have time to watch full streams anymore, so I'll have to catch the clips, unfortunately. It's never the same as watching a full stream, especially a Fuwamoco stream. When you're in there live, it's a different experience. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Chiori. Also, now that the PL account secrets, now that the concept is pretty much thrown out of the window, let me explain. Last agency, Gogo Nippon, their last CEO, say they waste of source. Yes. However, Yago hired them to keep them together and got them play buttons. Yes, and I have a video on that. So, for those who don't know... Oh, hi, Parrot. Oh, you're learning... Do you understand what they're saying? Oh, chat's moving too fast. I can't click on messages. Shimaidan, nice. What does Shimaidan mean? Thank you for the super. Thank you, Shifting Signs. Let the freeloading continue. Love your content. Thank you, Naman. Thank you so much. Yes, Coco was also JP Boa streaming in English. Coco is actually super fluent in both. She's actually grade A English. The Fuwamoco streams too early for me, and unfortunately for me, the early hours of the day is when I try to be productive. You get like 35% of what they say? Really? I try to learn Japanese, but I'm really not good. Maybe we should try to do some Duolingo streams together, chat. Yeah. So, Fuwamoco backstory, for those who don't know. They were part of this... It was a video game, and there were VTubers promoting this video game called the Gogo Nippon Twins. They were pretty popular on the virtual YouTuber subreddit. They were extremely engaged with their fans, and they've always had this personality. They've always spoken like this. They're very good into the moe, like the cutesy voice. It's not fake. It's actually how they act, and they've always acted like this, and they just love this aesthetic. And they had pretty good success as Gogo Nippon. I wasn't a super fan of like their models, but even so, their personalities shine through, because these girls are extremely talented. Before they were doing Gogo Nippon stuff, they were doing all kind of Japanese adjacent stuff. They were putting on shows, they were dancing, they were singing together, and they've always done everything together. So it's just natural for them. Entertaining people is natural for them. They've been doing it for years. and they've always bounced off each other, which I think they have a beautiful dynamic. I know, so wholesome, so wholesome. So today I saw this tweet from Chris, the Holo Sim. She's a big Holo fan, but he does have very informative tweets, so I do follow his account. Been following it for a while. We spoke a couple times. He's very sweet. Yes, they also use the same color palette as their PL, and they've always had this thing for pink and blue, which is adorable, and it's always been once blue, and you know, Mokoko was always pink and Fuwawa was always blue. Bao Bao! Bao Bao, Yujiro. But we don't know if it's Niji fans or just let's not forget that every company has their toxic fan base, and every company has its downside. And with Hololive, it's because their model is mostly based on idol agency, and they're hiring people with extraordinary entertainment talent. Because it's based on that model, and the VTubers themselves are fashioned after an idol image, even if it's not something that Hololive is requiring of them or asking of them. That's just a parallel that people draw in their mind when they see them, and it attracts the same kind of fan base, the parasocial fan base. And I'm saying parasocial here, it might not be somebody that's in love with them. That's just to describe the feeling of entitlement. It's like the person who's sending them this $100 super chat to tell them how they should run things. They definitely feel there's a sense of entitlement behind it, as they feel like they are part of their success. That person is like, you're ruining your career by doing this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I care about you. But he's doing it in a very condescending way. Yeah. Bow bow, clop clop. We've got all the Animal Farm here. So Nijisanji does, I guess because they do a lot of, I don't know, this is just a theory, it might not be, I'm spitballing here. Because Nijisanji does a lot of female and male collabs, they have less rabbit fans in that sense. But they have rabbit fans in another sense. Oh, Fuwamoco Top Doggy Holy Defender is here. Hi, Bao Bao, Rufian here. We are advanced fan group. I love to always Bao Bao. Fuwamoco also taking challenge, trying some solo streams. I saw those. I think some of Advent might collab. Oops. Might collab after a bit longer. Oh, collab with males? That'd be great. That'd be great. I did feel bad when Fuwamoco kind of fell silent. And it does seem that because of their huge success, some of their fans are starting to become really demanding. And it's always a struggle. You take the time to establish boundaries and kind of you'd have those and you might piss off some fans, but you would weed out the people that are annoying to you. Or do you just keep going and keep doing what you're doing and just ignore them? And a lot of content creators, it's just easier to ignore. And the thing with Fuwamoco is that they do personally answer a lot of the criticism. And as you'll see in my next slide, a lot of people are upset that they are addressing it as well, which adds another layer to the story. What, Parrot? What'd I say? Fuwamoco did both wrong? What do you mean by that? What do you mean they did both wrong? Hey, BB Dest. Wait, Wactor has something wrong with it? You said every VTuber company has issues. I totally can't see any issues with Wactor. Yeah, I'm assuming you're sarcastic here. No, Wactor's totally fine, dude. If they do open editions, you should edition. Yes, they should collab with me and Mail. Oh no. Stay away from Fuwamoco. You would actually... I don't ever want to see Parrot in the same screen as Fuwamoco. I will protect them. I will protect them. You would actually... You would taint them. I don't trust you with them. They're too pure. Do not touch my Ruffians. Love you, Parrot, but not the Fuwamocos. Nuh-uh, off limit. I think it's a typo. Yeah. I figured. I think Fuwamoco once said that the word dude is offensive, but I haven't seen them say something like that again since. Dude? It's offensive? Rin meant to say they did nothing wrong. Ah, thank you, Rin. Thank you. I am wholesome, I swear. Tag corruption. Just imagine. Can we demand things to Rima so you can step on us and punish us, like, abusively? I feel like that actually escalated in the span of a single super chat. You guys will get to do that on my 50k celebration stream. I'm gonna have a spinning wheel and it's gonna be great. Dude, really? Oh, you guys are being insulting! Stop saying insults in the chat. What the fuck? Stop saying dude. You, stop. Okay, let's read what Chris wrote. For context, ever since the Dogos moved to JP, they started to stream JP more and collab with more JP members. Apparently, some alleged fans find it bad because they abandoned EN, and it got to a point one of them sent a red super demanding answers, which they actually responded. Oh, I'm sorry, Rin. I meant to say nothing. iPhone autocorrected. I'm sorry your iPhone griefed you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Fuwamoco pure? Yeah, bye. No, they're not yabai. They're pure. Come on. They spent some comments actually reassuring their fans that they are not neglecting the EN fans. And see, they're so nice, man. The thing is, Fuwamoco is not the type to ignore their fans. They've always been so close to their fan base. And even though their fan base has now grown exponentially since the Nippon Day, they still, you know, they want to keep that bond. And it's so respectful of them to do so. Like, honestly, they're just a great inspiration. They're just a great inspiration to me. Here are chances. I think based on fan base and member, Shiori Nerissa highest chance since Shiori followed Holostar's members, and Nerissa has a brother. People maybe Fuwamoco barely any chance if at all. I agree with that. I think if somebody does collab with Mel, it's gonna be Shiori, which she basically said. Somebody asked her early on after her debut, and she kind of gave them a vague answer, but she opened the door to being like, look, if I want to collab with Mel, I'll do whatever I want. So I could see that. And Nerissa's fanbase is super down bad for her, but I do think they're a little bit more open-minded. She's also introduced a lot of new people to her stream, her mother, her sister, so I want to go with, and this is just my intuition and me spitballing, I want to go with Nerissa's fanbase would probably accept it too. Rima is the sort of villain who would have this whole convoluted world domination scheme and enact it, only to get foiled by the US Postal Service. I ran out of fuck, what's the thing you put on an envelope? Like, I spent all my money on my world domination scheme, but I forgot to bring 25 cents to buy the post office sticker. I swear I've seen this dude before. It seems like the same guy just goes from popular holo to popular holo trying to police their behavior. I think last time was Crony. You know what, Axis? I did see a comment like that, commenting on this, and says, this is the guy that, and I don't know if this was being sarcastic or a hyperbolic, but they said, this is the same guy that goes to concerts and asks to listen to sound checks, thinking that it's the first song of the concert. I don't know if they were being sarcastic or not, but it seems like this guy's made a reputation for himself. Oh, it's postage stamp. I said sticker. Lady, you give me sticker. The sticker, the postal sticker. I need it. I need it for my world domination. What are you doing? The best thing about Advent is always 5 minutes early. Oh, I see what you're doing. Are you flaming me for being 1 minute late? Is that what you're doing right now? You're comparing me? Huh? You're comparing me with Fuwamoco? Yabai, Rima, not yabai. Fuwamoco have tastes. They do have tastes. Oh, yobai. What is yobai? Oh, Crony banned them? Bruh. I like how we slowly start ignoring VTuber taboos. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I think that a lot of VTuber taboos are... When I joined the scene, I learned about a few of them, and I always thought they were ridiculous, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. And I've had to do whirls and spins and jump into hoops of fire to skirt around some topics. In my Pippa video, there was a whole section on a name of a website that apparently is also taboo in the VTuber scene. So I had to go through this whole section trying to skirt around not saying the name of the website. And it's so counterintuitive. And they're all imaginary barriers that the VTuber scene has erected to gatekeep. And I know some of you think gatekeeping is good for some things, and it might be. You might have a case there. It might be okay to gatekeep certain parts, but for the most part, I think this kind of gatekeeping has been negative and has had negative effects. Wait, raid? Niana? Nianya? Niana Banyana? My girl? I missed a raid message. Did I get a raid? Hello! Hello! I hope you had a wonderful birthday. How are you, girl? So, Niana is the one I'm doing the 3D concert with. I'll be participating in her concert. We don't have an exact date yet. By the way, I'm sending you the recording tomorrow. I've had a few emergencies to deal with. And I'm just so glad that she's organizing all of that. It's a lot of work. Honestly, hats off to her. She's been working super hard to put everybody together. And she has constantly lots of fun projects coming up. I think she's got a song coming up soon. She just had her birthday. She just debuted a new outfit. So definitely go check her out and go sub to her channel. Really great, talented creator. Fun fact about Nerissa, her sisters are taken. No! Why are you telling us that? And of course her mother is taken. Well, she might have been divorced. What do you mean, of course? Her brother and Nerissa are single. There is this one running joke. Lofi might be taken by Brorissa. Honestly, what the hell? Honestly, I ship. This some kind of NTR situation? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in 3D. I'm singing. It's I had to learn how to sing on the top, so it's not gonna be something extraordinary, but I will be doing some fan service. And it's a bit of a meme song, but I think you guys will like it. It's full fan service. It's gonna be entertaining, that's for sure. Past life was taboo because the assumption used to be I'm leaving, don't look for me. Niji flipped the script, so now most want to know they're safe. Yeah, I'd say even before that, some Hololive members, you know, they're very active on their PL and they have very large PLs. Like, they're very popular. And the other thing that started flipping the script, I'll add that the algorithm hasn't been helping, because sometimes you'll get, I will literally get on my feed, there's this, I will literally get on my feed like a Mori Calliope video right next to a Mori Calliope PL video. Or there's this running gag now in the VTubing scene that if you see an old video, an old Japanese video from like 10 years ago, that's probably one of the VTubers PL. So everybody clips on it to try to figure out who it is. And the same thing has been happening with Twitter now as well. This is how I found like one of Pomu's alt. It was one post that had a lot of traction on it. And you click on it and you figure out, oh, who's this person? Then you start asking around and you figure out very easily. I think that it's perfectly okay if the Holo girl wants to collab with men, but I think that pressure them to do it is also bad. Yeah, I agree. It's just, collab should be totally up to you. Setting up a collab in the first place is a lot of energy. It's just mostly easier to stream solo. Yeah, so curious for me that the male-female interaction is a topic only on the EN side. Well, that's let me think about that. You know, Toa, they said, but then that kind of got debunked. I debunked it in my video on Toa. The English audience blamed the Japanese audience for the Toa male voice incident. But then during my research, and I even had like, I had this forum with hundreds and hundreds of Japanese comments, and I sent this to my Japanese translator, and I was like, I know you can't translate every single one of them, but please, can you just tell me, can you skim through all of them and tell me like if there's any parasocial people in there or people freaking out? Because if there isn't, because I looked so much for that video, I looked everywhere, and I couldn't find any. I couldn't really find any sizable people complaining that Toa had a boyfriend. They were complaining that she had lied, they were complaining that she was irresponsible, but and then the ones that were complaining about her, about hearing a male voice, they were mostly like just shit posting, honestly. But the JP side is very parasocial. Like, Marushia's fanbase is really parasocial. There's just a lot of them. We just hear not much about them because we probably don't understand their tweets. Or they hang out on different forum boards than us, or they just hang out on different social media than us. Well, like how a 5-year-old video of certain twin singing IRL popped up about a month ago in everyone's feed. Yeah, exactly that. But that was such a nice surprise. I really enjoyed this video. I had even more like respect for them. I always took PL accounts as giving them privacy, like we don't need to know every waking second they are online. Yeah, I mean, like, it depends, right? Let's just establish one thing. When we're saying PL account, we're talking about their semi-official second account, right? I'm not talking about their private Instagram account or their private Facebook account or something, or their personal accounts that they're sharing with like their friends and family and IRL friends. I'm not talking about that. Usually when they have a PL account that's a VTuber account or an influencer account, their goal is also to grow that account as much as they can. Like Kiki Hime, for example, she wants that account to be as popular as it can. That's part of the job of being a cosplayer and an influencer. If she wants to be private, she'll go on other accounts probably. And then each of them have their own rules and their own boundaries. There was one of Pomu's accounts where she asked for people not to reply or comment under her comments, and she wanted to be more private on that one. She didn't ask people to stop following her, so I guess that was fine, but she did establish a boundary there, which I think was really well communicated, It was very mature of her to do so. Because it's true, like, dude, I can write a random reply to somebody and there's gonna be, like, people are gonna QRT it or bookmark it. It can be like as innocuous as that, so I can't imagine on Pomo's size. It could be annoying if you're trying to be low-key to somebody and then everybody kind of sheds a big spotlight on it. I get that. Let me say something. JP is opening up to the males. LA, for example, ID doesn't care. I won't be surprised if some holomems are dating married. Suisse has a male friend too. She doesn't care about haters. Suisse doesn't. Suisse kind of does whatever she wants because she just gives off that mature energy, like that strong woman energy, and she's just a professional, and she won't play those games. A lot of what I wanted to read this comment. It's not a super chat, but I think it would be interesting. But the chat's moving too fast. Now I can't do it. Okay, a lot of Asian culture don't support much male-female platonic interactions. No, coworkers are one thing, but Korea and Japan for sure socially don't really look upon that as healthy. I'd have to do some research on it, but I'm leaning towards saying yes. I think it's not so much that, well, for some of them, the really extreme parasocial ones, it's a shattering of an illusion when they hear their favorite idol talk to a male. But for most of them, it's just like, because I've read some parasocial emails that parasocial fans have sent to creators, and I see the same kind of feeling going around. And it's a lot of this is breaking my immersion. Like, it's not that I care that you have a boyfriend when the stream is over, but I just don't want it flaunted. And it's kind of like when you're single and you're feeling miserable and you turn on a stream because you want to cheer up, and then you get reminded that some people have happy relationships and you're alone. It's kind of like ruining their self-insert fantasy. And then there's just different degrees of extreme emotions, and there's also mental illness into that can make it a lot crazier. Tomo's case was the start of her career, and then it kind of helped her root out the bad faith actor in her career, and now she gets to collaborate with males all the time. She's one of the people that collabs the most with all kinds of VTubers, male and female, and she's doing really great. She's doing really great. Rima just called me. I know. Listen, I called myself out. I pictured myself. Honestly, in the scenario I gave, I kind of pictured myself there. I remember when Shiori debuted, she said that she wants to collab with anyone. She got some backlash that she wanted to collab with a male, and so far she hasn't. I know! I kind of wanted to reference that earlier. I had this discussion with Nuzagi and Parrot, and they kind of had more insight on it than me, but basically what we talked about is that she did say that she opened the door to saying, I'll collab with whoever I want, but then she didn't really collab with males. But then again, Shiori doesn't really collab with anybody. If you guys have noticed, she kind of just collabs with an event. She doesn't even really collab with other people from Hololive. I don't want to say I kind of don't like parroting the idol culture thing when it comes to this stuff, especially with EN. What do you mean? You mean you don't want to... I mean, it is idol culture whether you like it or not. That doesn't mean you gotta perpetrate it. You can just recognize the similarities. And especially similarities in the fan base. But that doesn't mean, again, that it's something that is mandated by the agencies. It's something the girls and the guys. And a lot of people, I think, misunderstood that part in my video, where they thought I was saying that the agencies were making them establish these rules. It's not. It's pressure from the fan, and also pressure when you're a people pleaser to want to do what you think your fans want to see. So even if the fans don't say anything, you might just not collab with males because you think that's the best course, or you just don't want to risk anything. It's just easier. Link that 432 clip in general chat, only clapping at fans whining about language. We can watch it at the end of the stream. Is it new? Similar stuff happens to all CCs. Wait, what CCs? These parasocial dudes need to be banned and discouraged instead of hosting the blame on an entertainment system most of them have probably never interacted with. I agree. Well, banned... I feel like banned... I mean, I'm always for reforming people. And I feel like when you do ban somebody, you kind of close the door on them. And then there's no opportunity for a dialogue. I prefer trying to see things from somebody else's point of view and then trying to convince them. But at the same time, if it's happening on a large scale, you just don't have time to do that anymore. So yeah, probably ban. Yeah, actually. Callie is also a member that gets cancelled often. Some people refuse to let go what she said years ago. Oh, I know, bro. I've made a whole video on it. Callie doesn't care and eat toxic cereal for breakfast. She cared at the beginning, and then she just... Phew! She doesn't care anymore, and she developed a super thick skin. And that's probably something that I'm gonna have to do too. I feel like I have a lot of similarities in personality with Callie. I think she's great. I made a whole video on her to debunk a lot of the rats and a lot of the things that people were saying about her. But it's impossible. It's impossible to fight against this kind of misinformation. Misinformation like that in the form of tweets, they get typed out in a matter of seconds. Like, do you think these guys think before sending out these tweets? They don't. And then meanwhile, it takes me like 2 weeks to research and produce a video trying to debunk them. So it feels like I'm always trying to course correct, but I will never be able to catch up. It takes 2 seconds for somebody to spread misinformation, and it takes hours for somebody to correct it. It's sad. Kenya expressed frustration about how she had to act like she was new to streaming and how 3 years ago just don't exist, so it goes other... Wait, really? That she had to pretend that she was like a new VTuber? It might happen later. Remember Crony and Callie? Although they stopped collabing with males, they still talk in VCR, and besides, it took them time. Yeah, that's true. And Callie has collabed with Trash Taste a couple times. She's fine with it. Callie didn't care she lost members over the lemur. Who's the lemur? Wait, who's the lemur? Am I stupid? I don't know who the lemur is. But yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter if you lose like a handful of members that are, you know, ruining the experience for everybody else in chat. If somebody was in the chat right now screaming, Rima, Rima, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, it's not fun for the rest of the chat. You guys would be like, yo, ban that guy, he's annoying. And like, read the room. On the ES side, unicorns attacked Meika when she started as an independent for collabing with males, but she addressed it and sent them to fly. Really? I'm really curious about the ES side and all the drama that went there. Very curious. Oh, it's an ancient meme? The furry tweet. Oh, the furry lemur. Lemur persona? Oh my god. All right. So they sent this, but also what do you guys think about sending like red akasupas to complain to somebody? Do you guys, what's the psychology behind this? Because I don't get it. They could have just sent a $2 super chat and it would have done the same thing, no? Why red? To make sure that they read it? It's like the person who sent a red super chat to Callie to complain about her collabing with Connor. I don't get it. But so what this guy said is, I'm curious why you say the mention ASMR on the official channel doesn't count. To me it seems like it does, even if it's a bit silly. Your first ASMR is a JP only ASMR locked behind another channel's membership, which feels a bit disappointing to many Ruffians I've talked to. Alright, that's a grifter. They want attention? Yeah, probably. That is such... I hate when they do that. They always do that, by the way. They're like, by the way, I was a sub, but I unsubscribed. And me and other people were leaving. Me and other people have discussed this. And we're deeply disappointed in you. They always try to make it seem like it's a big loss or more people agree with them. And he probably went on 5 of his alt accounts, like that dude we banned at the beginning of the stream, to upvote his own super chat too. It's probably because the red holds more monetary weight, so there's pressure to the streamer to answer. If this was offline, I think. Was it offline or on? I think this was offline. Minmate also has said that she receives offline super chats. Offline hate super chats, which is sad. I'm doing a video on Made Mint, by the way. It's coming out soon. Yeah, many Ruffians I talked to. Dude, that's what I'm saying. You and your 10 alt accounts? Busy day for you, huh? But even so, let's say it's 5 other Ruffians. These girls have, what, hundreds of thousands of subscribers? Okay, well, they got 495,000 Ruffians who disagree with you. Personally, I don't understand the hate on the male-female collabs. They produce some of the best contents, like Roberu Nightmare. That one collab with males that Rushia did, where she was screaming the whole time. Well, she did it as Mikaneko, and the 2 guys were laughing. I loved that dynamic. I loved it. Yeah, I get thousands of subs a month. One toxic person leaving is a net win. Exactly. Me and 2 other people are subbing from your over 700k sub. Yup. Voice is inclined to believe that the voices in their heads don't count as many reviews. Yeah, it's him and the 5 other voices in his head for real, bro. I agree, Alexi. I still wonder what happened with them. We'll never know that. We'll never know that. And I think that's the biggest smear on Hololive's reputation. I'd say it's the biggest question mark. Like, what the hell happened? No, I mean, we've already said that if they are streaming only in Japanese, it kind of sucks that they don't have the English one. The way it was worded was condescending. Everything in life is a negotiation. From buying your coffee in the morning to, I don't know, asking somebody something. Everything is a negotiation, and it's about, you have to have a little bit of intuition here. You can't just come barging in like this. You need a little bit of grace. I keep trying to click on this and it's going too fast. Try as you might, you're not beating the horse allegations. Thank you, Jordan. Should I say thank you? Not sure, but thank you for... Welcome back to the cute squad. A red supa is a declaration of self-importance. It's a show of force, saying, I can't afford to pay this much. I'm more important fan, so listen to me. Oh, you're so right, actually. Yeah, it totally is that. Like, I gifted you a lot of money, so now you owe me some attention. Hmm. I'm sending this to complain about Rima. Unbelievable. High on caffeine, bro. What's up with the red supa? Me and other peoples are extremely disappointed in you. We need more español, Rima. Más español. More. Oh, I'll give you some more español, but I think Parrot might might die. He might die. But sí, uno más. Uno más. Me hablo Spanish muy bien. I think I said sicario yesterday, and Parrot still said that I was pronouncing it wrong. But there's only one way to pronounce it, so now I think he's a Spanish grifter. I kind of want... Yeah, yep. I'm gonna break Parrot. Tag, mind break. I am banning that fucker. Oh no, wait! Parrot's a mod! Oh! You're doing a great job, Rima. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Jacob. Welcome back to the membership squad. Vámonos, vámonos. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Mi chihuahua es tu chihuahua, señor. So Fuwamoco replies to this Akasupa saying, it was just us being silly into binaural mic without any plans, and it was very last minute change and addition. We're sorry you feel left out. We definitely don't think it's a first ASMR. It just happened to be binaural mic that we were talking to. We promise there will be actual proper ASMR in the future. They just wanted to give them a proper ASMR instead, and they said, oh, this is not official. We're just fooling around. And this guy got mad. He's complaining for no reason. See, a declaration in a show of force. He's proving your point. Kill me, chat, and my suffering. Wait, I need to translate something. How do you say parrot in Spanish? Hola, señor Loro Verde. You know what? I have so many Spanish friends. It's actually crazy. I need Idol to reply to me. Me and Parrot could do an Idol ES watch along and it'd actually be hilarious and great content. Perico. Una verde perico? Yeah, I just googled it. Wait, why are people laughing in chat so hard? Hola, señor Loro Verde Perico. Wait, no, Loro is Parrot. I said it twice. Anyway, Duolingo Spanish stream soon. These dogs really do care that much about their fans. Yep. Yeah, I can believe that. Uno perico verde. Uno pequeño. Wait, is pequeño mean small? What is small? Hello, Mr. Small Green Parrot. Oh yeah, pequeño. I said it right. It is small. See? My Spanish is banger. Hi on caffeine. It's just $1 USD, Rima. We get ACA forma discount here. F Parrot, I'm not afraid of you. Whole colombiano no te tengo miedo. Parrot equals caca. Yeah, parrot equals caca. I agree with that. Yeah, but it's red, so it looks cooler. So I could use a VPN, switch to Colombia, and then Alca Super Fuwamoco. Yo, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Nuzagi is un pequeño. Sí, sí. Can you say hi to my mom in Spanish to practice? Hi. Hola, mama. ¿Cómo estás? My internet is dying. Please patch me to say with the content. Oh no, it's just gonna be Spanish gibberish. Wait, did we kill Barrett? He hasn't spoken in a while. What happened with Barrett? Guys, revive him. Oh, to my mom? Green is superior anyway. Thank you for the super chat, Parrot 4chan. Verde parota. Oh, hi. Wait, how do you say hi to your mom? To somebody else's mom then? Hi, Maxine's mom. Hola, mama de Maxine. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. So this is the reactions to... This is the reaction to mostly Fuwamoco replying to the haters. They're talking in a baby voice because the viewers are attracted to infants. They just talk like that all the time though. That's really not even them playing up their voice. They're just like that. No, why did they interact with it? I don't know if this is usual, commenter refin or not, but I can see a side to where this is asked in good faith and a side to where it isn't, since that's nothing new to this community, much less any community. So I'm just not gonna assume the worst on this one for now. Oh, this guy is given a pretty generous interpretation of the super chat. They're too kind, literally responding to what is more likely than not be an obsessed creeps entitled rant. I love those dogos, are too good for this world. I can understand him though. It seems like one of those JP etiquette rules of idols. No, it feels like what he's asking is more that. The Mao, that guy goes to concert and demands to listen to the sound test before it counts as the first song. There's a lot of people just being angry at somebody feeling entitled to Fuwamoco. They just don't like to see people talk like that to Fuwamoco. What do you guys think? You think they shouldn't have interacted with it? Do you guys think that content creators should never respond to haters, even when it's getting out of hand? Hey Rima, most of us English-speaking members are feeling left out due to your Spanish streams. It feels disappointing. Please fix. Oh, one sec. Mis disculpas, lo siento mucho. Oh yeah, I should know it's lo siento. It's in that Madonna song. Remember, to anyone who wants to try to cancel harass Holo members, including boys, anyone who are foolish enough to do that to them, Yago will step in. Oh, I thought we were gonna say step on them. That would have, I was like, don't threaten them with a good time. Cover has won many cases of defamation and harassment. Oh, have they? That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you for the super. I think it was them to respond to, but they're the types to talk about stuff like that. Más español. I think there are times where you should respond to criticism, but when it's clear that they're just letting off steam and being angry is probably not helpful. The question is how to know intent. Yeah. So I guess I think the golden rule is never engage with bad faith actor and bad faith comment, right? If somebody just goes in here and the first thing they say, if they leave a comment on my video and one of the first lines is something insulting, they just get banned. I don't care. They get blocked. You're not part of my community. I think it's like vandalizing somewhere. It's like going to a park and doing graffiti on the bench. But I think you can answer sometimes valid criticism, and if you do answer, your answer should be short and probably not 2 paragraphs with how they did it there. And the sucky part is, even though content creators are human, they're often expected not to show that it's affecting them, because these kind of trolls, they feed off any kind of attention, even bad one, and that's kind of what they want, is attention. Yeah, it's absolutely a nothing burger, but I think this guy is a serial idiot who wants to pet Holo that listens to him. Oh, pet play! He's into pet play too. And we are on the soft side. Yeah, we are on the soft side. Imo, that Supa was worded to manipulate, not in good faith. Yeah, I think so too. I'm leaning towards that. Dude, I know. And some streamers also have that level of clout where they can, like, I don't know. I watch a lot of pseudo-political streamers like Destiny or Hassan, and as soon as somebody says something remotely idiotic, or if they're in a bad mood and they say something that triggers them, they get banned immediately. Like, they don't care. But I also feel like I saw this comment yesterday under my tweet talking about FalseID, saying like, I dislike FalseID because he blocks comments on YouTube, but I dislike Nijisanji more. And I was like, do people actually think that? Do people actually dislike somebody because they block comments on YouTube? Bro, people get banned every single day on Twitch. It's literally the same kind of platform. What do you mean? No, I didn't admit. There's no chills with those streams, but also Hassan has no chill. He's such a lol cow. Yes, that's true. That is true. 30k viewers on average. When you're pulling that amount of viewers, your mods, man, they're working full time. Kind of need to police harder because you don't have the time to take every single person that's being annoying aside and be like, hey dude, you know maybe you're just having a bad day and I hope you're doing great, but seriously, can you just tone it down on that? You know, nothing personal, but this is a safe space here, I swear. But can you please chill on the telling the streamer what to do? I am banned from like 20 Twitch chats. What did you do? What? Why? I think that way Mecha or Suisse addressed haters was good, but dude, I really want to know more about this Mecha streamer. Is it one of them that's retributing with Idol or no? Suisse did really good. Everybody praised the way she addressed the haters. But I also think that her thing wasn't as blown out of proportion because she didn't freak out when it happened either. She waited like a week and then she made that statement that was very professional. Like I said, Suisse just exudes maturity. For simple trolls on super chats, maybe the best is to get the money and don't respond. Or what some streamers do is just they're like, thank you for the super chat, or thank you for the $100, and that's it. A friend of mine, someone on LM's comment section said we are shameful using the girl's name to support drama. What? What the fuck? I support both you, all indie and Holo members. They even accuse you to delete criticism. Oh yeah. I do get this is the same kind of people that are brigading my comment section. It's probably the same exact same accounts, by the way. So it's a very loud minority, and they got mad at me because I didn't respond to their bad faith arguments. And they kept on going. They demanded an answer from me, and I ignored them again. And then my mods banned them. And then they got super mad, and they made more posts on Twitter. And now they're probably doing posts on LM. And there's also this stigma with VTuber adjacent channels, and because of that, because of the stigma. It's all again, it's because people are very protective of their Oshis, and they don't like when VTubers talk about them. They don't like channels like mine or anything that's remotely similar. Blocking comments on YouTube is kind of seen as a bitch move as opposed to banning on Twitch. That's, again, I disagree with that though. I disagree. It's the exact same thing. They're trolls. You know, you don't ban legit criticism, but if somebody's asking, if somebody's starting their comment with, "This is why I hate drama channels," bye. You're not one of my fan base. You will never be. This is not the kind of content for you. So just leave. There's so much content on the internet. Just swipe away, dude. I don't need to sit there and every time I open YouTube Studio, see your comment. And the people that don't understand that, I'm not trying to be condescending here. You've never had to manage a YouTube channel. You just never did. Not on that scale, at least. So, and my scale is like is fairly small. Once you do, you'll see that you'll have to do it. It's literally the same as banning somebody on Twitch. It's literally the same. It's just people refuse to acknowledge it. It's not a Reddit thread. Like, it's just not a Reddit thread. People think it's a Reddit thread. No, it's not. It's my house. It's my home. It's where I live. I do free content that I pay for with my time and the budget that I give my editors and whoever else is working on the projects and my translator. And I don't do that so people can sit there and be insulting and being trolls. You want to troll? Go to 4chan. Banning outright is better than Asmongold's threat of opening chat and spending an hour talking to a room. Do you guys think that Asmongold gets one guide? Because sometimes I do believe that I'd rather answer somebody's criticism on stream than spending my time typing, because typing is such a waste of time. And okay, so there's this other thing that that you guys don't know about YouTube Studio that also makes that banning is needed. It's needed because YouTube Studio is a deeply flawed app that's designed to make you obsessed with numbers. The way the videos are portrayed in YouTube Studio, it's they always tell you how well it's performing compared to your other videos. But not only that, but the hateful comments will stay in YouTube Studio. So you can have a bunch of positive comments, but once you interact with them, because you do want to reward positive comments, they leave the app. So what happens is that you are only left with the hateful stuff. So every time I open YouTube Studio to see anything, like a stat or whatever, I have to look at this. And unfortunately, you know, some people just don't care. Kyo is somebody that just doesn't give a fuck about comments like that. So he probably just leaves them. But for somebody that gets affected, if it's gonna affect your day-to-day, it's gonna make you waste time, even if it's 1 minute. Even if it's 2 minutes out of your day that you think about the comment, you should remove it because you're losing productivity. And we're all on the grind set here, and I ain't got no time to waste. So you gotta do whatever is best for you, fitting your personality, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Like, holy crap, LM's bottom of the comment section, so many accusations. They claim to be a Hololive fan, whatever. Without news channel, how would they get the latest VTubing scoop? We need news channel. You're not gonna convince them, and I 100% agree with you. I mean, it's only in the VTubing community that we use the term dramatuber, and we have coined that term again to gatekeep the VTubing community from channels like these. And that's why, you know, LM and even me, we were never allowed to post on those subreddits. Like, when I first started, I tried posting some of my videos there. They were always taken down. After that, I gave up. But when some of those videos went through, I got a lot of hate comments. So there's a big stigma associated with those channels, and that's another VTuber taboo that I want to shake. And that's why I believe that we need a major overhaul of how this community works. And I do think that we are seeing the democratization of the VTubing community, where it's not just going to be 2 or 3 corporations that sit at the top, but it's going to be indie VTubers with a mix of corpo, with a mix of informative channels, and we're just gonna see a lot more VTuber adjacent channels pop up, and a lot more channels that is not just on VTubers but on anime and, you know, maybe flesh people and face reveals. I think we're gonna see more variety of everything. How can we instill more chat etiquette? You need to constantly tell people to behave, and that's tough. What do you guys think? I mean, having chat rules, which I still need to do, I should do it. One thing I don't like also about my comment section that we have to curate is when they're very insulting to the person that I'm covering. For example, my Iron Mouse video, there was some vile comment. Like, some videos get brigaded before they even premiere because there's some haters, there's some insane haters, and they said some really mean things about Iron Mouse. So, like, obviously I'm gonna delete this, because if Iron Mouse or one of her fans sees this, it would be hurtful to them and it's disrespectful to them. So I would remove that. You know, when I have Nuzagi as a guest, some people are still uninformed about what happened, and they leave mean comments to him. I have to delete that, because as a host, it's my responsibility to make my guests comfortable, and if I don't do that, then I'm failing. Holy! Thank you for the Akasupa. Drama are dragged and presented more bad, but these damn people, quote-unquote dranatubers, delete criticism. They cannot take criticism on their Oshi. No, they can, and they don't understand nuance. Hypocrite says you both just taking advantage of the situation, just caring of the money and not caring about the VTubers. Listen, I've seen all of these comments, and I know exactly the kind of people you're talking about. These kind of people, they don't understand nuance, and they don't have much media literacy, so they just don't understand. It's probably just the kind of people that only know about VTubers and that don't really go on YouTube to watch other kind of content. Because if you're somebody that watches Asmongold, that watch Moist Critical, that watch Murahar, and you've seen these kinds of videos go around, then you understand that this is just part of how the internet works, and that's literally 98% of YouTube. So if I'm gonna be charged with the high crime of being a drama channel, then if I go to the guillotine, you're gonna have to bring 98% of YouTube with me, because we're all doing this. Like, even the streamers from offline TV, when there's a drama, they're gonna be talking about it. XQC, when there's a drama, he's gonna be farming the drama. He even says so, that he's farming the drama. Now there's difference between, you can be respectful while you talk about a controversial topic and a controversial drama, and there are some, you know, I try to be as respectful as possible to the topics I'm covering because I love VTubers and I would never want to hurt them. So even though I gotta be sometimes critical, that doesn't mean I hate them. But some people, they understand critic as being hateful, and these people they obviously just don't understand much, and it's a reflection of them more than it is on us. Okay, and now Shiori gifted me 50 subs. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate all the gifts, guys. You've been super generous. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel like that's sort of backwards. VTubing took off like 10 years ago. VTubing is catching up to the anime community. VTubing has kind of weirdly partially absorbed. Yes, you're right. I mean, I wonder if it's the same fans, because there's some anime fans that still think that VTubers are weird. A lot of normies also just hate on VTubers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people are calling Parrot a drama tuber. He's not a drama tuber. He literally makes 4chan shitpost videos. Shiori, my beloved! They want to accuse me? Fine, let me protest with these gifted. I will support my damn base horse girls, damn you. If Rima goes down, she is coming with me. Oh wait, am I? Come towards us, you bloody haters! Charge! I do appreciate the calorie roleplay. I kind of see you more as an essayist than a drama tuber. Your videos are really informative. Yes, thank you. That's also how... That's how I want it to be. That's how I want it to be. Now, I can't really control... That's why when I see somebody open up with, you're just a drama tuber. Some people use the word drama tuber for lack of knowledge and not in a bad way. I can tell that some people, they just don't know about the different kind and different niche of video on YouTube. And that's okay. Not everybody watches 12 hours of YouTube per day like I do. Okay, I'm like kind of insane in that way, and that's fine. But some people just use it as an insult to discredit me and my opinion and to discredit what I do. But these people never took the time to really understand the videos that I'm saying or the words that are coming out of my mouth. So, you know, losses on them, really. They're not my audience. They're just not my audience, and they're not my fan. The only person that is like really a drama tuber to me, yes, Keemstar. Exactly. Keemstar was the definition of a drama tuber. Essay tuber, some people call them breadtube. It's commentary YouTubers too. All of that. There's a lot of words for it. It's kind of like when somebody tries to describe a movie. If you're a movie buff, you know all of the different genre. Action, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy, slice of life, blah, blah. If you don't watch a lot of movies, you're just gonna be like, you're gonna have maybe 3 categories, or it's like, are you a music buff or not? If you don't know a lot about music, you're just gonna say that everything's electronic or, I don't know, classical. So it's kind of like that for those people that are calling us like that. They just don't know. That's called media literacy. They just don't have a lot of experience consuming different kind of media, so they don't understand most nuance of it. No, BreadTube isn't DramaTube. I'm talking about like video essays. So, oh wait, BreadTube refers specifically to a political group? I'm dumb. Okay, my bad. Oh, okay, okay. Thanks, guys. Vosh is a BreadTuber? Weird. I got a, like, it's like I got a comment the other day on my video where I'm criticizing corpo VTubers, not even the livers themselves. I'm criticizing I'm criticizing the dark side of corpo VTubers, only the dark side of this industry. And they're like, but Rima, you're a VTuber too, and you talk about VTubers all the time. Yet you make a video on how you hate VTubers. I'm like, this isn't a video on how I hate VTubers. This is a video. Yeah, it has a dark and creepy narrative because I was like in my dark, I was like in my dark era, you know. And it's about a specific portion of the VTubing corporation that we don't often see. Harat, you are next. First, I gave a membership to Gator. I supported LM. I support Rima. I supported Holo and Indies. I supported DN. I support all major news channel. Now, Parrot, come here. Throws money at you. I'm picturing it like he's throwing a pack of dollar bills at him, and it knocks off Parrot. Yeah, some people was claiming that I'm hating VTubers. I'm like, do you even understand anything? How could you say that? How could you say that? I've made like 49 videos. Just all of those videos are basically love letters to the topics that I'm covering. Are we supposed to see that mail addressing the bomb thread on the screen? Yeah, I want to move on to this. Okay, so yeah, this is what there was a lot of drama today. It's actually a catastrophic day for the VTubing community because we've just reached a new threshold. We've never had a bomb thread before. I've never seen a bomb thread before, and that sucks because it's kind of like do you guys remember there was a con that got threatened? It was a flesh people, not VTubers, and it was because the guy that threatened them, like, he hated female gamers. There's just, it made me realize that there's a lot of hate towards VTubers still, not plural, just still. Just like did you guys see that Iron Mouse is getting a lot of hate comments on her TikTok because she won the streamer awards, and K Senat made some comments like, oh, what, K Senat said like, what, Iron Mouse passed me in subs? No way, and then he was like, oh yeah, she didn't say much more, and all of his fans are like brigading her now and telling her like, who the fuck are you? What the hell is this pink gremlin? You shouldn't have won, blah blah blah. So a lot of people a lot of normies hate VTubers, and we don't really see that anymore because we're in our own little comfortable cocoon. And obviously we all have one thing in common, and is that we like VTubers. So it was kind of a shock to see that. And I want to talk about the conundrum that this VTuber agency is facing. So what is happening is that this React is a VTuber agency, kind of like Hololive. They're very popular in Japan. They haven't had much success in EN, like they don't have any English speaking talent, so we don't know them here as much, but in Japan they're very big, and they've collabed with both Nijisanji, Hololive, and all the big agencies. They're pretty established, their fans are highly parasocial, and they're very engaged, like they love their Oshis. So Hanagami Kyu is doing her 4th solo concert, and the agency React has received a bomb threat via their business email address. And so they obviously have to treat it like it could be real, but at the same time, I was like, why didn't they cancel the event? And I guess because That's kind of what they want. They want you to cancel the event, right? So you can't cancel it because it might not be real and they just want to threaten you. And if you do cancel it, then they won. But at the same time, how do you ensure that everybody stays safe? And I'm wondering also the legality of this. I want to ask LM that. Do you guys think that they have to do a statement that they received a bomb threat? Because if they don't, they could be held liable. Yeah, VTubing is still very niche access. Who in their right mind goes full Unabomber over an anime girl on the internet? Bro, I don't know. I don't know if it's like tribalist fan. I don't know if it's an anti. It's gotta be somebody that's not okay. Whenever you see a hate message or a hate comment, or somebody on Twitter spewing bullshit, you have to tell yourself that person, they're just don't live a happy life. Like they're just not happy. And once you understand that, the hate comments, they don't bother you anymore. I haven't understood that yet. No, I'm joking. So yeah. But no to the public? Oh, okay. They have to tell the police. So these people have contacted the authorities. There's going to be police patrolling the venue. They're going to be checking bags at the door. But they're saying if you see anything suspicious, please do not touch it, evacuate the area, or contact our staff. And if you see a suspicious person, please report it. Right? Dude. How are you going to suss somebody out in a VTuber convention? Everybody's sussy. No, I can refute that. I have to disclose active threats or I can be held legally liable for damages if not communicated. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I guess it depends on the country. I don't know where you work, Aligraza, but that's what I had a feeling it would be that. Like, I feel like they have a duty to tell the people that there is a danger if they show up to the concert. And now they gotta offer refunds too. So this might affect them financially. And that's kind of sad. That's sad. Also, what about the poor girl that's... What about the poor girl that's, you know, Kyo Hanagami? She's gonna be performing. I'd be scared. I'd actually be scared to be on... Well, I guess it's a hologram, so... Maybe she is not there physically. She might not be backstage at the show. They might be doing it from another studio. So maybe it isn't that bad. But otherwise, I'd be scared. But I'm a scaredy cat. For anyone that wants receipts here, so I support Niji VTubers, I supported Holo VTubers, I supported Phase VTubers, and I supported indies, even donating to smaller VTubers. Now LM, Rima, DN Parrot news channels. Thank you so much for doing so much for the VTuber community. Yeah, you seem to just want what's best for all the VTubers, and that's completely fair. And don't let anybody else tell you that you supporting somebody means that you hate another group. It doesn't work like that, and only stupid people think like that, honestly. Hi Rima, you're the cutest horse girl on YouTube. Oh my god, thank you so much, Chris Johnstone. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Report a suspicious person in the convention where 1/3 of the people are in anime cosplay. That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna do that? It's like a game of Among Us. Oh, we got a raid? Shoggy mommy! Hey, Shoggy is actually a friend of mine. We're in the Discord together. She's also a VTuber Isaiah. She does VTuber adjacent content. Go check out her channel. She's really great. Really great. She's given me a lot of advice. Honestly, go leave her a sub and check out her videos. Great channel. Great channel. Highly recommend. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. What, Acme? Stop. That's so awful. Wait, that's so awful. Did the people that organized the concert like take any responsibility? Or did they wash their hands off of it? I hate when concert organizers do that. It's like, do you guys remember the Astro World scandal that happened a few years ago? Where, this rapper, crap, I can't remember his name, but there was a lot of people that got, like, stampeded from the crowd, and a lot of people got unalived. It was Shocked Mommy right above you. That's her name over there. Shocked Mommy, mommy, sorry mommy. Thanks for the raid. When will you get monetized? I want to throw money at you, damn it. If Rima, if possible, give her this. Thank you, Shuri Novella, for the 10. I'll pass the love along. I don't think they washed their hands of it, just remember it being on the news. Oh yeah, so the Astro World thing, it got completely like brushed under the rug, and I was like, there's a 14-year-old that lost its life there. That's awful. Imagine being a... Yeah, Travis Scott. I hate Travis Scott after that thing. I hate it. Like, imagine you're the father of that kid. You're sending them to a concert. You're like, it's just a concert. It's gonna be fine. And he loses his life there. Like, you lost your child. Because of a fucking Travis Scott concert. I would lose it. I would lose it. Somebody's gotta be held accountable here. I hate that word. Like, I hate saying that word because it's been used so much for some cringe shit. But this is one case where somebody's gotta be held accountable. Shaggy mommy. The watch time requirement is difficult, but once you get a video that pops off, you're gonna like get it right away. Actually, I believe. And if you ever need some advice, just hit me up. Just hit me up, mommy. Yeah, he did get a lot of shit for it, but he didn't get into any legal trouble, and I don't think he ceased being popular or he even lost like any sponsor. Like, nothing in his life was affected. Holding $100. You're like the opera of the VTubing world, cheery Novellite Night. It was 10 people? That's awful. So this is the girl that's supposed to hold a concert that got a bomb threat. And now, have you... Okay, so is everybody caught up on the Michi tax situation? We can... Because we can just skip that if everybody knows about it. I was on LM stream yesterday. We spoke about it. So Michi... We don't have to watch the clip again if you guys have seen it. But, Michi has hinted that a previous employer, she doesn't say who it is, but it's an international employer that gave her a salary based on the revenue she earned, and it could fluctuate. She spoke to her previous employer. They told her that they were gonna retain 10% of each paycheck to pay her taxes. And then 2 years later, she gets a huge bill from the government saying you gotta pay in 1 week. And then when she asked the company, yo, I thought you guys were taking care of this, they were like, oh yeah, we were paying our taxes, not yours. Haha. So she was seriously in debt. She had to liquidate like all of her assets and her insurances. I don't know how you can liquidate insurance, but that's what she said. Maybe that's something from her country. And she couldn't go to a doctor for like months, and she couldn't even see a therapist. Thankfully, her therapist was kind enough to not... they didn't make her pay a bill. They were like, you can still see us because you know we're in trouble. And then people were speculating as to how that could happen because Nijisanji is a Japanese company, Michi is based in Indonesia, and then YouTube is an American company. So the trade here should be that YouTube, American-based company, sends the money to Japan. Japan is withholding money at the source. And Michi also has to pay money to her own government. So it's kind of like she got... It sounds like she got double... Okay, no, let me explain this in clearer words. The thing is, JP and Indonesia have a tax treaty together. Just like me, when I work with YouTube, they made me sign a treaty because USA and Canada also have a tax treaty. Most countries have tax treaties with each other. So the people that work cross borders, they don't have to pay twice. If I already paid taxes to the USA, then Canada won't ask me for as much taxes. Or that would be crazy. So what people are saying now is that Michi could probably recoup some of that money that Nijisanji paid in taxes if she asked the Japanese government. But basically it was incredibly sloppy from Nijisanji not to help her navigate through that, and it's also not very ethical. Canada and US entered the free trade agreement in 1980s. Yeah. So because I have an like Canada and the US have an agreement, for example, then YouTube is not withholding money at the source. And I just gotta figure out how to pay with my own government. So Indonesia and Japan probably have something like that too. But for example, Colombia doesn't have a treaty with the United States. So Parrot, so Parrot is actually paying like so for Parrot's paycheck on his YouTube videos, YouTube is keeping 30% of each paycheck for tax purposes. I hope I made it clear. It's a little bit complicated, and plus taxes are boring, so I get it. If you guys don't follow. So not only that though, is that, you know, ID, Nijisanji had a full branch in ID, so it wasn't just Michi that this was happening to. It was all, I don't know, 22 livers from Indonesia. I don't remember the exact number. So basically they withheld too many taxes from her. She paid too much taxes. She could probably recoup some of it, even retroactively. And then like this, Nijisanji has international talents. It's such a big company. All they have to do is figure out how to do the steps once and explain it to them. And they didn't even bother doing that. It's very negligent. Usually when you start working with an international agency, they have the resources to put you in touch with the right people. They might not pay for it. That's totally fine. I'm not expecting an agency to pay for my lawyer fee or my accountant fee, but at least point me in the right direction. And there's an international accountant that commented on it. And they said that the fact that Nijisanji didn't have the resources to point her in the right direction hinted that they just had no idea on how to do international like accountability, and they probably didn't do business through an international office. I don't know if it is in Indonesia, but some insurance here allows you to liquidate if you need the money if you change the insurance company. Oh really, Mario? Okay, then that answers my question, because that's probably what happened or what she did. Yeah, you can liquidate an insurance policy? Oh, so a few of you can do that. Okay. Us here in Canada, like, I wouldn't get any money from if I would just stop paying my insurance. Parrot paying taxes? Extra doubt. Parrot admitted you just give your government bags of birdseeds as taxes. I mean, how does a bird carry money anyways? I feel like we're gonna figure out soon that Parrot actually owes 3 years of tax money to his government, and he's gonna be like, what? But YouTube kept 30% of my paycheck. What does this mean? Yeah, Reza, said that he couldn't barely get food, and he said that about other talents. So hopefully, now that this became a thing, I know she didn't want it to be speculated on, I'm very sorry. But it became like a discussion before I covered it anyway. Or even LM covered it. Hopefully, maybe now she knows that she can recoup some of the money and it actually turns out for the best, right? It can become something positive. Maybe she gets some of that money back. Oh, was Reza a real musical talent, really? He was really good in English. I use Reza's clip so much in like most of my videos, and listening to that clip is so heartbreaking. It's actually so sad. He says something like, if this doesn't work out, like with Nijisanji, he was basically saying we barely have any money to do anything. And the thing is, I can't pay for it myself. He's like, I envy indie VTubers because if they want a new model, they can pay for it themselves. But because he's not making enough money with Nijisanji, he can't get new assets. He can't get new stuff because it's got to go through them. And then he's like, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to try my best. But if this doesn't work out, it's over. I'm not going to try to be a VTuber somewhere else. Like, he wasn't the biggest agency. If it doesn't work out with them, he's just gonna do something else. And that's so sad. That's so sad. It's like a dream shattered. And I'm a dreamer. I really care about dreams. I think this is what keeps us going. The dreams are like hope, you know? Without it, life is so bleak if we don't have something to look out for. Usually you pay for an insurance to insure you for the next year or X time. You can cancel that insurance and get a refund for the time you have left. Oh, interesting, Zolfred. Thank you. Night Blue Mage! Why is my PFP on all these icons? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted, Night Blue. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the gifties. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to say thank you to Night Blue Mage if you have received a gifted sub. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people in my membership stream next time. Gotta get to the membership. So this one clip I haven't seen yet, and it's from Rainbow Retiree. They do a lot of clips on I always dude, when I see rainbow, for me it means LGBT, but in that case I get it now. I get it that people are using rainbow for Nijisanji. It just hasn't clicked yet, but now it just clicked. I understand it. This is supposed to be Nijisanji retiree. I get it now. And apparently they're roasting, talking about their previous lives. I haven't seen the clip yet. Let's check it out.
Why do I have to be on the toilet, by the way?
Can we get a gifted count for tonight? I'm also very curious. But it didn't count the ones you guys did before the stream started. But since the stream started, we're at 262. And then before, how many did you and Joe gift? And I think on YouTube Studio, it's gonna take 48 hours to refresh. And I'm really wondering if we hit 1K. I've always wanted to, like, having 1K subscribers. I would watch the big VTubers have that, and I was like, how? That seems impossible. And now that I'm close to it, I'm just like, my mind is just blown. It's just blown away. Yeah, the members haven't updated yet in YouTube Studio, so I can't tell. I'll have the actual number tomorrow. I clown on Parrot as to fuck him, but because after all, Parrot is someone that deserves to be clowned on. Agreed. However, I am willing to step on Parrot, as he said, as I am his love, aren't I? Hehehe, I'm very proud to do this. Oh yeah, and don't watch the hentai tag tier list because we do talk about Shuri a lot. Oh, yeah.
Like, why is it on
Hey,
fire?
yo, 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 yo,
Why
yo,
does it
yo,
have to
yo.
be
Is this loud enough?
Okay, this is my lab.
Your lab?
Yes, this is my lab. Really think you're trying to distract me from the main problem here, okay? Times are tough, okay? I'm a washed up streamer. I haven't got the budget to have these cool fancy shit like new debutees, alright? Listen, we're making ends meet, okay? This is all I can do. Listen, do you want to get out of here or not? Okay? I'm just...
Yes.
I have another question for you related to VShojo.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
remember, you're supposed to be answering these very truthfully, okay?
Okay.
No
Honest,
lying.
yes.
Yes, no
No
lying.
lying.
Have you lied so far?
This clip channel has great
We'll
edits.
come back to that question.
Okay.
All right. Next question: is there anyone at all that you was afraid
Too low?
of
Okay,
in
where we
the-
started.
By the way. Like,
Too
why-
quiet?
Yo, 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 yo,
why do I
yo,
have
yo,
to be
This
on
is
the
my
toilet?
lab, okay? This is my
There's
lab.
your lab?
Yes, this is my lab. Really think you're trying to distract me from the main problem here, okay? Times are tough, okay? I'm a washed up streamer. I haven't.
Oh,
got
by the way, guys, my merch drop is only available for 10 more days on otakubon.com. So go check it out to see if you want something, if you want to snack something. But of course, please be responsible with your money. But yeah, if you guys want some Rima merch, it looks really great. And there's also a horse diagram on it as an Easter egg. Okay, now I'm carrying on.
budget to have these cool fancy shit like new debutees, all right? Listen, we're making ends meet, okay? This is all I can do. Listen, do you want to get out of here or not? Okay? I'm just...
Yes.
I have another question for you.
Is she on the
related to
toilet?
VShojo.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
remember, you're supposed to be answering these
Mhm,
very
mhm.
truthfully, okay?
Okay.
No
Honest,
lying.
yes.
Yes, no lying.
No lying.
Have you lied so far? Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to that question.
Okay.
All right. Next question: is there anyone at all that you was afraid of in VShojo at first, but you're not now?
That you was afraid of.
Don't even get this debate going again, okay? This isn't 2022, okay? Don't even fucking start this shit.
What do you mean again, Mr. Dr. Kuro? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. What, you got a fucking nail in your head? You can't understand what I'm saying? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Answer my damn question.
Damn, why you asking me so much? You fucking trying to detect something, eh?
This
Hey,
account,
be careful.
this account
Don't-
really isn't subtle about PLs, huh? Sorry, I can't afford to be responsible with my money. Oh, thank you. I'm also not responsible with my money, so I am preaching, but I'm pretty bad too. The international shipping, I think, isn't it free if you order a couple things? I don't know. If you do get the bundle, though, you get 15% off of everything.
Die again.
Yeah, the gaming mat would be lit. I agree.
You're right. You're right. You know what? You're
Oh,
right.
but if you guys don't want the physical poster, what you can do is on my Patreon, there's a member fee you can for $5, and you also get a digital version of the poster. It's like a super big resolution, so you can either print it yourself or use it as a wallpaper, like I do. And it's like cheaper than buying the physical poster.
So,
But that's a hack. I'm giving you guys a hack.
anyone you were afraid of in VShojo at first,
Oh.
but you're not now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, who?
I'm
Kuro.
scared of this
Kuro.
one person named K9 Kuro.
I knew she was
but
gonna
you
say
have to
that.
Understand, okay? He's a bit weird. Like real weird. You know what happened, Doc?
What?
So when I first joined, right, I said like hello to everyone. This guy didn't say anything back. A week later, he DM'd me being like, bro, Valorant, bro, and then he disappears again.
Really?
He debuted.
Where?
It's nuts.
When did this happen ever?
I think it might be free for a higher cost. Not sure. No worries, John. Rima Dakimakura when? Everything in good time. I mean, like right now I got approached by Makeship to make a Rima plushie. But the thing is, we would need to even have the plushie funded. The plushies are pretty well priced. They're like $30, which is way cheaper than some of the VTuber plushies I've seen out there, because usually they're priced around $50 to $60. But still, it's still I don't know. It's still a lot. We'd have to at least fund 200 units. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I mean, we could try, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Everybody gets refunded. But it would kind of suck. You know, I'm thinking maybe it's just better to wait. It's a dilemma. I'm gonna think about it a few more days, I think. The plushie too, it wouldn't be like the plushies have a high how do you say, they have a high production cost, so it's not like an item that would really you know, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the money. It's just to get us something nice, because the makeshift plushies are really high quality, and they like, there's two types of plushies. There's like the plushies that like Nijisanji do, that look like they have really flat hair and the materials isn't very like luxurious and plush and soft. But the plushies that makeshift do look really fucking nice. They have a tiny margin, so it's not about the money, it's just about getting us like a nice product. 200 units is a shit ton. It's a shit ton. A half body size plushie. I'll have to find a manufacturer. I have had a few like exciting meetings. I can't talk about it for now. I'll have more announcements soon. Hopefully towards the end of the month. And if this works out, it's gonna open the door to a lot of cooler and more interesting merch, like not so generic and stuff. So stay tuned. Some people hate Kuro, and I understand why, but at least he wrote the company we all hate. Like, also I am convinced they're a couple. Kuro Michi child. You really like the shipping, huh? You're really into all kind of shipping, Shiori. I see you. I see you. What is your chat mascot? I don't have one yet, but I did get one design, but I'm waiting to reveal the design. No, actually, the chat mascot, I'm gonna have my own mascot, but the chat mascot, we don't have one yet, and we're gonna decide on one together during my 50K celebration stream. That's something I want us to do together as a team. What, you got the t-shirt? Really, Nico? Wait, I'm so hyped. Did you post a picture of the t-shirt somewhere? You guys don't have to wear it. I just want to see them. Did they look good? Is it nice quality? Oh my god, I can't wait to receive mine. Damn, it shipped really fast. Most VTuber merch takes like... Hell, there's some agencies that people have been waiting for 1 year for their VTuber merch. My friend said he bought something like last year and it still hasn't arrived. You're getting the t-shirt? Let's go. Bro, even my dad bought a t-shirt. So based. Oh, the Giga Chat horse emote? One of my mods must have added it. My mods always riot and they add horse stuff when I don't notice. What hashtag should cloppers use to flex your merch? If you do receive your merch and you want to post it on social media, make sure to tag them with the hashtag ClopShop. Thank you for reminding me, professional gentlemen. Shiori, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. If you guys receive a gift from Shiori, make sure to tell him, her, they. Thank you so much. You guys want to center Dakimatura. Where's my coffee, fish man? Alright, so now for the... Oh no, everybody's spamming the horse Giga Chat emote. God damn it! It was you, OG, wasn't it? It was OG who added it. Darn it. Guards! Guards! Alright. We are now at the last story of the day. There's a story that broke out today on the forums. And it's about this talent agency called MSM. And they actually represent a lot of VTubers. They mostly represent VTuber talents. And okay, this is, by the way, guys, none of what I'm about to talk about is confirmed. It's all rats. It's all rats. It requires more context. Probably requires some of legal mindset hindsight on that one. I'd be curious to see what legal mindset has to say about this. Unfortunately, he hasn't answered me. I did contact him today, but he was busy. And this talent agency is kind of like Mythic, or I don't know. It's a marketing agency. It's kind of like the agency that I have right now. They get you sponsorship deals. They have a few talents on the roster. They have, you know, Lord Atelstan. That's Nianer's boyfriend, I believe, and roommate. They have Vienna. I'm hiding her name here. Vienna. They have Giga. That's with Vishojo. Because Vishojo is not an exclusive thing, she gets to be in 2 agencies. They have RPR, and they have Nonetheless. You know, they represent a lot of large names. Also, Parrot, when are you gonna stream? Still holding the $50 note. Like, I kept waiting and waiting and waiting so I could drop this bomb on you, Parrot. Parrot streams after his videos. Like, once you release a video, he usually does a stream to go with it. Hey, Rima, is your DM still open? No, my DMs aren't open. They've been closed for a really long time because I was getting some either like hateful stuff or just some people abusing it, so I closed it for now. And it's so weird that the Anders is a VTuber now. I've only ever known her as a VTuber. Yeah, basically a good chunk of the most known Twitch streamers are in there. So, there's this rat that broke out today. And there's a few people countering this rat, so I'll give you guys all the sides. So this person is saying that this guy said that these both got his autism flaring, and so he decided to dig deeper. And what he found is that he looked up MSM, saw that it was based in Maryland, and did some not so difficult Google. So when you own a company, it's very easy to find out who's the admin of this company. It's all public, not public knowledge, but public, it's public info. It's public info. Hey, Rima, are your likes visible? No. I turned off my likes. They're not visible anymore because you guys were making fun of me because I was like horny liking a bunch of stuff and a bunch of VTubers. So now you guys don't get to see them anymore. And that's why we can't have nice things. Turned out this dude, Seth Winson of MSM, is in massive debt to the state of Maryland and MSM, formerly Mad Scientist Media, and is currently forfeited to the state of Maryland for non-payment of about 4 years worth of taxes. So apparently, if you don't pay your taxes for a year, then your company is like forfeited, like they think you closed it or it's inactive anymore. I know this from clicking on the case file, which means MSM as we know it is very likely not operative with an active business license or actual LLC protections. I'm not sure what an LLC protection might provide. So I'm gonna put a question mark on that. Yes, it was full of marine lewd art. So what? So fucking what, dude? The marine lewd arts are great. There was one in particular also that was like, it was a bottom view shot of Kiara's butt in that MMD animation. I decided to double check under MSM and not Mad Scientist Media, but every other MSM is currently forfeited too. If this is not an error, I mean, it's bad fucking news for any VTuber signed with them, especially if they have something like, say, a hot sauce company, where LLC would be a good legal liability shield. I didn't dig into anything else than this, but this is bad enough. If I were an MSM as a talent, I'd contact a lawyer soon. Limited Liability Corporation? No, but what are the protections that an LLC gives? Oh, okay. No, I know what an LLC is. I just wanted to know, like, what's the protections that it gives. Shut up, Azihara. Yeah, premium accounts can hide their likes. Yep, and that's why I'm paying the big bucks, but to Elon Musk. Oh, as I understand, MSM doesn't own any of the VTuber IP. Just yeah, of course. No, they don't own them at all. That was never the question. It's like they just bring them sponsors. Like I said, it's strictly sponsor. Like I said, it's the exact same thing as the agency that I have right now. I don't even have a contract with them. They just bring me sponsors. They take a cut off of it, and you know, it's just a transaction. Oh, LLC basically means when you get sued, it's the company that gets sued, not the individual. Right, that is totally that, yeah. Personal liability for the debts of a business they own or are involved in. Ooh. Right, that makes sense. Means LLC shields the owner of an LLC of any liability. Okay, you guys all agree on that. It protects your personal assets from being attached from activities that take place under the company's action. Okay. I have a marketing agency. They have brought me a few sponsorships here and there. Not many, you know. They're kind of just operate in the background. So, ah, crap. I don't have my next photo. I forgot to put it in. Somebody else is saying that... What was it again? I forgot. Basically, no, it's too small, Aquarake. You sent me that screenshot too small. So, some people were contradicting this post, saying that the overwhelming majority of companies in Maryland don't need licenses to operate business, and this is also the case for this company. So it might not be that they don't have an LLC, but maybe they didn't file their taxes, question mark. This most likely means that the company was revoked for not filing annual reports. There's no fine involved. The state does this because they assume that the business fell through and simply closed the listing. It can be reopened by simply filing an annual report and paying the fee to do so. And then there was also somebody else saying that because they deal with third parties and they deal through third parties for merch and stuff, and also for sponsors, that they don't require an LLC to operate. Now, is that true or not? I don't know, man. I'm just putting it up out here. Size doesn't matter. Listen, guys, even if I make it bigger, it doesn't work. It's just so blurry and pixelated. But thankfully, I have like super good eyes, so I still managed to guess what was said. So I just hope that nothing's gonna happen to the talents. There was also like, I don't understand their connection with the hot sauce thing. I saw warehouse with bottles and bottles of Valentina hot sauce, which I really like this kind of hot sauce, by the way. It's really good with eggs in the morning. Oh, you're talking about the Messenger app? No, not that MSM. MSM, the talent agency. Oh, Shiori Novella with the Akasupa. Thank you so much. My biggest bump ever in one super. Want to be serious for a second. Okay. Serious face. I'm gonna put my serious face on. Funny, I was just watching VTubers. I always do. YouTube randomly gave me recommended to LM video. Then I... Shit, my bad. Then I discovered you and many content creators. I'm so glad this happens. As a fan, Rima-based horse girl. Nice. Wait, thank you so much. That's actually so nice to hear that. That's so random that we found each other because YouTube randomly recommended you a Legal Mindset stream and I just happened to be on it. I'm glad. I'm so glad to hear that. I love hearing stuff like that. I am not a size queen. I'm literally not a size queen. That was just in a hypothetical situation where I don't mind big dicks in hentai. Just like as reading it. Not IRL. Not a size queen, okay? I feel like every time I talk about it, I dig myself further in the hole. Anyway, I will deny those allegations and I need a lawyer. But yeah, Sakura Zoku, if you have questions about YouTube and stuff like that, I don't know if that's why you're asking if my DMs are open. If you have questions on YouTube, you just ask me. Like, I read the Discord pretty often. Just ask me in the Discord or open up a ticket. Yeah, only metaphorically, guys. Rima, you're digging yourself a deeper hole here. Okay, you know what? You know what? My chat, you guys just don't understand me. You just don't understand me. I'm just a misunderstood VTuber. Sif. You guys, you reduce me to a size queen. It's funny because I'm also preparing. I don't know if I'm ruining the surprise, but I'm gonna open a clips channel. And as you can guess, there was a lot from that hentai tag tier list that made into the clips, and I was reviewing some of them earlier, and it was pretty funny. Wait, what'd you say about making it bigger? Watch it, boy, Rima. Rima, maybe. Your crying is nice. Hey, yo, whoa. Neander's Pom Pom song was in 2012. I feel old now. It's okay, dude. It's okay. Most of this chat is pretty old, I think. Not me, though. I'm incredibly young and youthful. And juvenile. That anti-tag tier list, I was just like... After that stream, I was like, do I private this stream? And I was like, you know what? Embarrassing yourself is part of content creation. So I'm just gonna leave it up. Size queen gonna be the new horse girl, lol. No. Imagine when I debut my new model and I get rid of the horse girl allegations and they get replaced by the size queen. I would die. Like, just that Iron Mouse clip saying, oh, is Rima a horse girl? Picture it, but her saying, oh, Rima, that's the size queen girl, right? I would die. I would exit the VTuber community. I would exile myself for the next 10 years. Like, I would just quit. I would quit and I would delete all of my accounts. Digging a deeper hole here. Truly degenerate size queen behavior. No, you're putting my words out of context. Get your minds out of the gutter, chat. High glove. Yes, high glove. Towards Marine, though. Not me. Oh, what did I do? Oops. I misclicked. Nah, you're horse. Yeah, I'm horse. I stay horse. Remember going company cage and exile? Yeah. I would. I legit would. It would be Jover. Rima size queen Evenstar has a nice ring to it. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You finally get a tail? I did get a tail. I'm gonna get 9 tails. I asked my Discord if I should get... It was like 3 AM talking to my Japanese artist, and I was like, crap, I need to tell them if I want 7 or 9 tails. I was like, chat, 7 or 9, and they mostly answered 9. I was like, it's gonna be 9 tails. So yeah, if you guys are not part of the Discord yet, make sure to join. We have some really fun and interesting conversations in there. And we also have Fuwamoco not safe for work art. That's always a plus. Oh, hi, Rima. I think my friend told LM and you about our canning, but yo, yeah, it's messed up. What's up, Nerissa, Ravencroft, Songstress, Jailbird on top? It is painful, but it is me being super unhinged. I want you to whip me, Rima. Oh, mommy, hit me harder, Rima. Mommy, my queen, harder. What? Did you catch yourself at the end of the super chat? Hey, listen, we can do a... Is this an idea for a voice pack? Caning voice pack? Ooh. Ooh. Come here, Nerissa. Ooh. This what? Oh, you're gonna get canned, this what? That's so fucked. Alright, it's pretty unhinged. You know what, guys? I think I'm becoming increasingly unhinged and messed up, and before I embarrass myself, I'm just gonna end the stream. But seriously, Diswa, thank you for all the help and all the super chats, and especially all the gifted base. Thank you, Yushiro. And don't forget to like and subscribe, Diswa, and join the Discord and buy my merch. And I'm sending you guys to my great friend Lorelei Locke, and go you know, hype her up and say hello from me, and subscribe to her channel. She does great content. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now before I get clipped out of context more. But I love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye. Forget about the last 10 minutes of the stream. Okay, mind controlling you guys.